Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. We are coming live, Alexa X.
And hoorah.
We are coming live, first of all, for our 34-year-olds and under who are viewing our videos. We are so grateful. We are here as spiritual leaders to be able to share with you some things so that you can be aware of the soul traps that attempt to prevent you from living out your best life, your soul mission. So Haru and I was having a conversation today about, reflecting a little bit about how, we had gotten trapped up. We're in the over 50 club, right? So we got a lot of experiences. And how
an awareness
of how we were derailed from our soul mission for experiences, because we're the type that we go to school of hard knocks so we can learn, so we can be here today to tell you what's on the other side, so you ain't got to do what we did.
Some people say soul mission. We gonna say the purpose in accordance to your genetic code.
Ooh, I like that. Break that down for us.
So we all got gifts.
Okay.
Special gifts. Okay. Encoded into our DNA. And each individual has to do the work on themselves to access that ability. You have to, it's a lot of steps,
Yeah, to be able to access the superpowers.
To break open your genetic code, decrypt from all the things from birth that locks down your anatomy. So excuse my congestion, because when you detox and stuff coming up.
Always cleansing. We don't want to keep the stuff in us.
Yeah.
So with the sexual energy, or what came to me in meditation today was the energy that stimulates your genitals. They call it the sexual energy, because we all have energy and we all have this flow. But when the energy hits the genitals,
time to go.
It's time to go. But go where? We've been programmed to go to someone else to be able to release that energy, or to do it ourselves. And I don't know what words we can say or not say, but via watching something on the television that is toxic to release, or to go to toys.
Okay, let me say
Or to go
something.
to toys. Gotta get the toys in, especially for the Gen Xers.
I want to say something.
Say something.
So, a lot of witchcraft spells that takes over your mind, and you want to do things. You know what I'm saying? So, like, let me give you a perfect example. If you have a spell on you that somebody put on you, a sex spell, some sex magic, witchcraft, if when you get around a person that you've been with intimate, and then you get this funny feeling.
The funny feeling? What's the funny feeling?
I'm not talking about like energy and like just because somebody's energy is around you. It activates your mitochondria. I'm talking about you get a stimulation when that person come around.
Okay.
That's a spell.
Is that the genital?
So I'm talking from experience.
Okay.
And
is it genital stimulation?
It goes from the genital, it goes from the root.
Okay.
And moves up from what I felt to the heart.
Oh, got it.
You know what I'm saying? From my experience.
So it can
and like I wouldn't see them, but they were in the area. Maybe a few hundred feet away. And then when I got close to him, I was like, what the? And I talked to this other brother, and I said, man, like whenever I get close to this woman, he was like, man, the same thing happened to me when I get around an old girl. And I know his interaction.
The same female? Or
No,
just a
same thing happened to him when he get around a particular woman.
Okay, I got it.
And I was like, yeah, she put a spell on you.
Ooh.
She put a spell on you.
So there are people or programs that use sex magic in order to be able to take your attention and your soul away from the purpose, the awakening, the, what do you want to call it? Whatever your goal and mission, I know you don't want me to use soul mission, but strategic soul traps to keep you distracted from the opening of the genetic, the release of the genetic codes, the spiritual gifts, the wealth, the abundance, the optimal health. Am I in alignment when I say that?
I'm gonna just say your purpose.
Okay.
Let's say purpose. Whatever your purpose is.
So I want to give an example.
Some people like wealth might not be your purpose this lifetime.
Yeah. So we give different.
Like we in school, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's whatever your purpose is, keeping you away from that. You know, you might bring a certain talent. You know, you might be a professor of, you know, ancient wisdom. You might be some type of teacher in plant medicines. You might be, you know,
an inventor,
or
whatever your
a neuro specialist.
Whatever
whatever
entered into this planet to do,
yeah.
that you may not remember,
that you don't
and you're in the process of remembering, and then you may have these people or these programs or something that attempts to derail you and get your mind off of what it is you're supposed to do, or to actually take away your potent energy.
Your sacred energy.
Your sacred energy, your sacred fluids.
Let me ask something. Everybody you run into might be a soul tribe, might be a secret enemy, might be someone just to bring you down because you on your path, and they may not know what's going on inside them. They may not even know they're doing it.
Okay.
They might not even know they're a witch or a warlock. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of stuff going on with energies and entities and things like that.
Yeah.
So you got to use your discernment, and you get those abilities by fasting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It increases your awareness.
Your awareness, right. And I want to give an example, you know, for the women and possibly men. So you get this urgency to maybe start a business, or to go back to school, or to get a certification for this particular area that you're interested in, whether it's pottery or whatever that is. And here comes somebody that you may be sitting in the coffee shop minding your own business. You may be in the grocery store, wherever you are. And here comes somebody that look like, smell like, feel like someone that stimulates your genitalia, okay? So what I'm saying is pay attention to that feeling, because in some cases, not all, but in most cases, that is a distraction from what your energy should be going into fulfilling at that time. Now, what do you do when that happens, when you feel that? Because most people are like, we heard you in the last video, we heard y'all in the last video, and you saying don't have sex. We're saying overstand the energy that is happening in your temple, spiritually, mentally, physically, so that you know what to do with that energy. See, having sexual intercourse is a very basic, fundamental, animalistic behavior, right? The animals do it. I mean, everybody does it. But as spiritual leaders, because we're speaking to the spiritual leaders. Well,
monks don't do it.
Well, animals talk about animals, okay. But because they procreate.
Well, they only do it to...
Well, we don't know. We're not animals. But the point is the procreation, right? The intention. So the intention is we want to have a baby. So let's come together Let's stimulate each other because we want to create another life. That's an intention.
That's different.
If it's about spiritual regeneration, you're spiritual leaders, you are with your twin flame, and you're like, let's create and manifest what our next is. That's spiritual regeneration. That's an intention.
Spiritual rejuvenation.
But in most cases, it has to do with lust. That is what you see on the television. That's what you see in the movies. That's what you read in the books. It's about releasing your life force, your energy, and there's nothing to show for it. Right?
Other than fatigue.
Especially with men. If you notice, when you release, you are exhausted.
Women too.
Because the energy that you have expended is equivalent to running 20 miles every time a man releases. With a woman as the receiver, in most cases, if she's in good health, what happens is she becomes rejuvenated because she's received your nutrients, your valuable energy. And now she is like, she may be glowing, she may be whatever that is. So what we're saying is the alternatives to just lying down or calling somebody on the phone or getting in front of a TV and doing your own self stuff or grabbing your toy is to actually recognize what that energy is about and be intentional on what it is that you want to create. It could be time for you to write a book. It can be time for you to start a business. It could be time for you to begin your healing program to get in balance and in harmony.
Can I say something?
You sure can.
Picking up the phone, want to have sex because you stimulated. What if you're in a relationship and that person's at home and you see each other all the time? Test. Give it a test. Say, you know what? I want to abstain from having sex. And see that relationship, where it heads to.
See what happens.
See if it's really a true, soul connection or real love. If you take sex out the equation, see where you're at.
Because if that's your foundation, we can tell you now, it's gonna crumble.
It's gonna crumble.
If you're building,
you're just causing trauma to yourself.
And you're causing trauma to yourself unnecessarily. So if you meet someone and they're pretty or they're handsome and you're like, ooh, pay attention to your intention. Take that energy.
Hey, it's pretty.
Oxytocin. Take that time to say, okay, what do I want to do with that energy? What is my intention? Yes, most of us want companionship. But companionship does not equate to having to have sexual relationships. So you can take that energy, you can go to the gym, and you can create that temple that you want to have. You can use it to create some beautiful meals for yourself. You can use that energy, like I said, to write a book, to journal, to have fun, to go see your family. Be intentional with that energy. Be aware of it first. And then take that energy and see how when you invest it in something else, how it blossoms and blooms.
Move it into a meditation.
Into a meditation. Because when you move it into a meditation, now your soul is revealing some things to you that your physical eyes cannot see. So, anything else? Haru Ra? We got to keep it short.
Subscribe, boop, like, boop, and share.
Thank you all. Peace and love. Please share some comments, feedback. Give us some feedback. Again, thank y'all for watching.
Have a beautiful day.
All right. Peace and love.